is to profile them. Ask many questions. Ask before you even meet up. Or maybe ask again if you haven't succeeded in the second or third attempt. And from there, you focus on the one thing they're really looking for. I'll give an example. This is an example of that. Lahat sabihin, ma'am, may promo po tayo sa down payment. Ma'am, mataas po ang ceiling. Ma'am, high-end po tayo ha, 6 po ang elevators per floor. Lahat gusto sabihin. The brain can only hold, based on science, how many numbers? The brain can memorize how many numbers? Clue, that's our plate number limitation.
6.
6. Right? Before, di ba? 2 letters at 2 numbers. The brain can only remember 6 photos, 6 images, 6 ideas. You try to jam pack the brain with too many things, the brain will not remember a lot of things. In fact, the brain will forget everything. So to give an example, when talking to customers or audience, are you guilty of wanting to say everything that it ruins the moment of selling? And remember po in reality, we want to have 1 hour or 30 minutes. In reality, we only have what? 5? 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 2 minutes while they're walking along the mall, for example. If you don't focus on one thing that will make them want to continue talking to you, you lose. So to give you an idea, sige nga, are you guilty of this? Sayang naman, isama natin ang slide na to, tsaka ito pa, o heto din. Sabi ko ng kliyente, 10 minutes lang, pero ang slides mo, 95. Anong balak mong gawin? Sa tingin mo talaga, represent mo lahat yan? Of course not. Marketing gives you a lot of slides, but marketing does not tell you to use all the slides. Your job is to choose which slides are relevant for this customer. Are you also guilty of this? Isingit mo na rin yan. Sabihin mo na rin yan. And by the time you've mentioned everything, anong iisipin ng customer? Either you're too good to be true, or everything that you're saying is just sales talk. So question, let me diagnose. If let's say, let's do a quick pop quiz. If let's say na profile mo na that the customer is a homeowner and has a family with 3 kids, top of mind, first 5 minutes, ano po dapat ang atake sa conversation?
Rapport building.
Homeowner, family person. Could be the father. Ano dapat? Guys, kayong expert ha, kayo nagbibenta dito.
Decision
Ano
maker.
dapat atake? Sa property. Family, homeowner, family, may 3 anak. Baka may 2 asawa. Ano kailangan atake? Yes, sir.
Decision maker.
Property, yeah.
Property.
The size, okay. Ano ba? The layout, okay. Ano ba? Ano ba? Security, very important. Folks, 3 anak. Could be others, could be
The
kids.
size.
Location is important. Amenities are important. These are non-negotiables. You're supposed to be saying at the back. That's what will make the person on listening. Sir, 3 po anak natin. I understand po, if ever they're already studying in a certain school, may I let you know, there are 5 high schools or grade schools within a 2-kilometer perimeter within the property. Amenities are important. The pool or whatever it is, because that's what kids are going to be for. The cuts are important. The number of rooms are important. But my point lang po is this. Pag alam mo pamilyado siya, you focus on that conversation in the next 10 minutes. I'll give you one more. If let's say the customer is single, high net worth individual, probably meron siya ng properties, wala pa siyang pamilya, he's interested to buy a property, ano dapat ang atake?
Business.
Could be for investment, you have to ask and probe, right?
Yes.
Or for example, let's say, and again, I'm gonna add here, you focus on the lifestyle, you focus on the function, you connect the purchase to a future prospect as well. Filter na po dapat. Take out the emotional tendency to want to say so many things. If the customer is an investor, alam nyo na, anong habol niya? Sa first 5 minutes, ano gusto niyo marinig?
Location.
Likely, what do investors ask in the first 2 minutes of the conversation?
ROI.
Ano ba tanongin niya?
Money? Okay, wait lang.
O, Pao, ito yung mga gagawin natin sa training, ha? Folks, he's gonna ask, nag-appreciate na ba ang property? If it's a pre-selling property, I want to know. Because kung nakaka 2 years na pre-selling, pero wala pa rin galaw ang property, that's a red flag for me as an investor. You focus on what matters to him. Focus on appreciation, focus on returns, focus on sellability. If these things are not responded to in the first 5 minutes, I promise you guys, you're just gonna be the back burner option. The best real estate agents I met, may 5 clear book. Clear book, lahat ng information, pamilyado. Clear book, lahat ng information, single siya. Clear book niya with all the information, investor for flipping. Your goal is not to make a sale immediately. Ideally, you should. But most of the time, your goal is to what?
Network.
5 minutes lang daw ang time niya. Kailangan kong i-extend yan to 10 to 15 minutes. Kailangan kong i-graduate yan that he wants to meet up with me again
Network.
until he goes to sale. So what's my point, folks? It pays to focus your conversation to an angle that gives you the best chance of closing that sale. Huwag po tayo parang kanina, pinapikit ko kayo ng mata, sabi ko, ask your seatmate for water, yung iba, dumiretso agad, hawakan, wala man lang sinabi. Bulag ka talaga. You're trying to aim for the objective, but your methodology isn't going to work. I'll give you one more example. I understand that the Bank of Philinvest arm is East West Bank. But customers have a lot of payment options. So DP pa lang, ang issue lagi is sa unang tapak for settlement of the down payment. Sometimes the issue of the customer is liquidity. So payment schemes pa lang, dapat alam na natin to offer. I'll give you a pop quiz ha, pop quiz. Which bank in the Philippines? Alam ko, alam nyo dapat lahat. Dapat alam nyo ang bawat promo ng bawat credit card ng bawat bangko. Which bank in the Philippines, without a DTI promo, allows you to put any purchase on installment? Kunyari may DP na 50,000 pesos or 100,000 pesos, the first DP. Which bank allows you to put that on a 3-month, 6-month installment with no DTI permit, which means you can do it anytime? Kita nyo? Maraming hindi may alam. My request is this, dapat po every month, bawat bangko, alam nyo ang promo nila. Sir, the DP is 75,000 pesos. Just so you know, if you have a Metrobank account right now, any purchase 50,000 pesos and up gives you 10,000 pesos worth of EGCs. That's 10,000 pesos deduction. That can increase the purchase propensity of the customer. To answer my question kanina, RCBC is the only bank. I'm not selling any bank by the way, wala ko promote. But my point is, RCBC in your mobile app, any purchase, you can put it into a 3-month installment, 0 interest. 6 months, 12 months, may konti ng interest, but they're all allowed without having to go to the bank. And so the conversation becomes richer when you say, Ma'am, I understand po, medyo mabigat sa bulsa yung down payment na 100,000 pesos. We can find ways. We can find reasons for you to be able to do that. Ito po yung mga bank options. Can you please tell me what's your credit card? Can you please tell me what's your debit card today? If the customer is abroad, madali po yan. Ilipat po natin yung US dollars, no? Kuha tayo ng Wise Transfer account, ilipat ko yan sa isa pang online account, and we can have the payment remitted. If you can't even manage the payment of the customer who's willing to pay, you're gonna lose it. That's what sets apart winners from those who are just about to win. Are we learning something so
Yes.
far? Right? And here's my last part for this. Oftentimes po, people don't buy the best product. Ideally, they should. But in reality, when people don't understand what they are buying all the time, that applies to real estate. Because you will never have perfect information about everything. Amen? Amen. May mga kliyente halfway na patapos na, they realize, iba pala yung pinapasok nila. And so, oftentimes, people don't buy the best product. Rather, they buy the product that's also easy for them to understand. Which is why sometimes, I have some Fininvest friends who will tell me, John, ba't ganon? Yung makabenta, yung kalaban namin, ang pangit-pangit ng kanilang promo. Ang pangit-pangit ng property yung cuts. You know why they're selling? It's because they're able to sell it simpler. They're able to tell you what you want, and because here's what you want, here's what we offer. Pag alam niyo na po, kunwari, example ko if you know that the customer has no issue with affordability, huwag mo nang pag-usapan ang payment. Focus on other reasons why they will say yes. If this is an investor, at sinabi niya may budget ako for that, then budget is not an issue. Focus on what? ROI, sellability. What happens afterwards? And when you focus on these things, you increase your chances of doing it. Before I go to the last part, can I just do one more quick diagnose? I want to check people's mindset. When a customer says, I can't afford, mahal yan. Pinakita mo ng property, ma'am, yung 2-bedroom po namin, 35 million pesos. Let's pretend. And they say, John, sorry, I think it's just too much. It's not in my budget. Ano pong tendency natin on responding to that customer? What do we say? Sige ma'am, kung di niyo po kaya ng 2-bedroom, meron po kaming 1-bedroom. Would be one. Another example would be to say, ma'am, kung di niyo po kaya, we have discounts. May promotion po kami ngayon. And I hate, by the way, that attack. You should never make it look like that your company can only sell if there's a discount. Because you're telling them, that's how cheap we are. Tide, the laundry detergent, will never make their price cheap. It is one of the most expensive laundry detergent, but it will always sell given an expensive price. Why? Tide says, we are worth it. That's the same thing for Fininvest properties. So when someone says, sorry, it's out of my budget range, hindi ko kaya yan, question ko, is the person really saying na wala siyang pera?
Meron ka sa budget.
Question. I just want to test people's sales acumen here. When someone says, ang mahal, I think it's too much, is the person really saying, wala akong pera?
No.
Not at all. And this really, by the way, sets the good salesperson to a really bad one. Hindi po lahat na nagsasabing wala akong budget means wala akong pera. In fact, many of them perhaps can buy 3 properties. But when someone says, I don't want to buy because I think it's expensive, what do you think is the issue? That's right.
Budget.
Value.
Value.
And may I remind everyone in this room, non-negotiable po to ha. If I were in recruitment, I will not let you in if you don't get this part. You have to always segregate 2 kinds of customers. Is it an affordability issue or a value issue? Ang affordability issue, okay, discount talaga kailangan niya. Or baka, hindi talaga kayang bilhin. But if it's a value issue, it means this. May pera ako, pero hindi ako naniniwala na ang property na yan ay worth 30 million pesos. So your goal is not to give discounts. Your goal is to do what? Convince them that this property is worth the price. And I'm gonna throw that back to you. Bakit di mo na-explain? Ano bang meron sa location? Ano meron sa amenities? Ano meron sa future development ng buong district? So when your competitors are selling a property, they're not selling the kisame, the dingding, the banyo. They're selling what? May MRT po sa baba, may 2 malls na katabi, airport is 30 minutes away, the facilities are all smart technology. If you can't even explain these things, the customer definitely will not believe that your property is 30 million pesos. I'm gonna repeat. You must segregate customers into 2 types. Is it an issue of affordability or issue of value? From there, you can identify the line of attack. Kasi ginagawa ng iba, ang issue value, pero discount pa rin ng discount. Promo pa rin ng promo. Hindi ko kagana yan. Are we learning something so far?
Yes.
Right? The goal is to change. The goal is to shape. Before I end, can I give away some prize with a quick icebreaker? Pwede po pa icebreaker? Hindi na po ito pera, sorry. Naubos na po ang ating budget kanina for that. We are in the business of education, so I want to give away a few tickets for our upcoming workshop. Every month in Makati, we conduct workshops for leaders, managers, and sales folks. The next one is happening on March 28th at the Canvas in Chino Roses. And we are going to give away one winner, 3 free tickets. Raise your hand if you know the correct answer. It's a trivia puzzle question. So nothing too serious. Pakitaas lang po ng kamay if you know the correct answer. We will give you the prize. Pumunta lang po kayo sa aming booth sa may bandang likod to claim your prizes. Ready na po? Just raise your hand. My question is this. Tell me, what's the mistake on the screen? Yes, sir, at the backmost part. Yes po, kayo. Very good. Palapak tayo for the winner. Ang word na "the" came out twice. Very good. Okay, sa mga ayaw pong maniwala, I will give you 30 seconds more to look at the screen. Okay? Now, I think there's a moral lesson in life. Kapag di magbabago po sa buhay, huwag kayong ma-distract sa mga makukulay at magugulong bagay. Sometimes the problem is fundamentally hiding at the back. And sometimes it's what you need to give attention to. Palakpak naman tayo for the winner. Congratulations po. Very good. So that's happening on March 28, 9 to 12:30 p.m. If you cannot attend, please do send your friends, loved ones, or colleagues to the session. The next one is also happening on March 28. Half-day session, and I think this is very fitting for our participants. This is level up your sales and customer service. How to manage irate customers, how to delight customers for repeat purchase. I want to give away free tickets ulit. One winner, 3 free tickets. Take note po, non-convertible to cash. Okay? So if you're ready to answer the question, my question is this. Move only one glass so that the row has alternating full and empty glasses. Okay, yes sir, again at the back, go ahead. Give me 2 numbers.
2 and
2
5.
and 5 are the correct answers. Palakpak naman tayo for the winner.
Sayang, di ko sinagot.
Congratulations, very good. Please approach us again, claim your prize. That is on Saturday, half-day session. And please invite your sales teams if you can. Okay? One more commercial po. If you're into listening to podcasts, please catch us on Spotify. Our podcast is called From Grit to Great. We talk about anything under the sun, about careers, management, and leadership, co-hosted by my brother, Jen. We don't earn if you listen to our podcast. We earn if you give us 5 stars. So ilan po kayo lahat dito? I'm just kidding. Alright, last one naman po. After Holy Week, we are conducting an intense 1-day masterclass. Boost your confidence. It's about pitching, presenting, executive presence, which I think is very fitting for salespeople. Mamimigay po tayo ng 2 winners, 2 free tickets, worth 18,500 pesos. And again, non-convertible to cash. If you miss it, you forfeit the tickets. Okay? Question is this. Tell me, how many holes are there on the screen? Yes, sir. You're the one. 6. Good answer, but not quite. Okay? Yes, sir.
7, 8. 8,
Sorry.
8, 8, 8, 8.
8 is the first correct answer.
8 kasi
Very
harap
good.
at likod eh.
Okay, palpak naman tayo ng ating winner. Okay, very good.
Galing,
so,
galing.
of course, this is not... So, meron sa mangga, sa sleeve, sa baba, tatagos po siya.
Sa likod.
5 and 6, 7 and 8. So 8 is the first answer. However, I said there are 2 winners. The second winner is the person who can tell me the next alternative correct answer. Meron pa pong isa. Pwede siyang 8, pwede rin siya ito. And here's a clue, which I think is applicable in life. If you change your perspective, you change your reality. Anyone? 4, not quite, but thank you. Yes, ma'am. 2, not quite, but thank you. 9, okay. 6, okay, not quite. By virtue of elimination method, we will know the answer soon. Yes. 10, okay, not quite. 3, 5, 4. Guys, may isa pang number na natitira. 8, not 8. 7, I think I heard 7. 7. Sir, bakit po 7?
Saan yung isa?
Bakit po 7? Sir, panindigan. Panindigan po ang sagot. Tama po. I will give this to you if you get the correct answer. Yes, ma'am.
Bakit 7?
Bakit 7?
Wala, hulaan niya lang.
That is the correct answer. Aba, di ko si Ate
galing.
ha. Very good. The correct answer is 7.
Bakit?
It is possible that the hole at the back is just one hole. Okay, I'll give you 1 more minute to look at the screen if you don't believe me. Okay? If you change your perspective, you change your reality. May I remind you that this applies to sales.
Oh,
Am I not
wala.
really performing because it's so hard to sell? Or is it because I'm just not giving my best? Is it because I'm just not pushing what I'm capable of doing? Okay? I'm gonna end this session with the last part. And by the way po, yung last kong nanalo sa dalawa, please claim your book, any book of your choice in
Nice.
our book sa stand. Our best-selling books are available for sale. It's not because it will make us rich. The proceeds of our books go to our 124 scholars from St. Joseph's Academy in Malinaw, Aklan. The proceeds of our books also go to our amazing fur babies. Any fur parents in the room? Okay, yes? Okay, very good. By the way, pwede bang may aso sa Philinvest Properties? Yes, important po yun ha. In the next 5 years, that is the trend. Plants are the new pets, pets are the new children. Specifically for Gen Zs and Gen Y. So when you make it more pet-friendly, you're probably, and again, pet owners are also likely the high spenders as well. Okay? So part of the proceeds of our books go to Animal Shelter. We are in the advocacy of promoting na sana po tapusin na lahat ng dog pounds sa Philippines. Because may I remind you, any dog submitted in a dog pound is automatically going to get killed in the next 2 months. Pausukan po yan kasi wala tayong budget for injection as one batch because there is no space for them. What do we advocate? We advocate that they do what Cebu does. Cebu neuters, vaccinates, and lets the dog out in the wild. We cannot save every dog, but we can do better laws, systems, and infrastructures. At hindi po kinakain dapat ang aso. Do you agree?
Batangas.
Kaya po mga aso na tinatahunan kayo for no reason, alam niyo kung bakit? Alam niya na kumain ka. So meron po may mga dalang aso ngayon, aamuin nila kayo isa-isa. I'm just kidding. Right? Okay, I'm gonna end this last part. Winners know how to ignite themselves. They build what they call as growth mindset. Raise your hand if you agree that even if you graduate summa cum laude or valedictorian, it gives you advantage in life, but it does not guarantee corporate success.
Yes.
Raise your hand.
Yes.
Okay? We all know this. Because we know that being good in math is not the only reason. My favorite psychologist, Doug Ward, experimented. Sabi niya, if success is not based on your intelligence, what determines success? So sabi niya, is it IQ? Is it EQ? Is it good looks? Do you agree good looks can make you successful in life?
Possible.
Raise your hand if you can relate to that statement. Meron ba? Meron ba? In 1994, one of the most controversial studies published by the Harvard Business Review concluded American CEOs get promoted in their jobs not just because of technical expertise. It's because of this one physical trait that a lot of salespeople sometimes
Close.
possess. What do you think is that?
Confident.
Physical trait. And if you have this, you are perceived to be commanding and authoritative.
Smile.
I think I heard it.
Smile.
I think I heard it.
Smile.
Miss Migo kanina? That's right. It's height. The taller you are, the more people perceive you as commanding and authoritative. Scientifically proven, ladies think that guys who are taller are more good-looking.
Wawa naman yung
I'm curious to
5'11".
know, totoo po ba?
Yes.
So bawal maging maliit?
5 po.
Bawal ka? Bawal ka? Ladies, kailangan talaga ako sumangkat sa inyo. Seryoso?
Yes.
So bawal dito kaliit? What if 6'4" pero mukhang bakulaw? Hindi rin pwede. Right? So what's my point? Life is unfair. Sometimes you don't have the chance to be tall or good looking, but there is one thing that you can control. Your goal is to be at least presentable.
Yes.
And I need to highlight this in the real estate world. My dream for you guys is that when I go on the mall or in the street, pag nakita kita, I can easily say, uy, taga Philinvest yan. That's what I aspire for this team to have. Because I will be blunt about this. Right now, I'm still not seeing that. Vis-a-vis to your competitors who have a specific brand look, your aspiration should be, that guy is from Philinvest. The way you dress up, the way you speak, and the way your confidence is. Because every person in this room is an ambassador of the brand. 2019, a study published by Cornell University concluded, you are judged by customers for the first time by looking at
By
these 3 body parts.
By looks.
Can you make a guess what those 3 are? Eyes, okay, very good. Eyes are important, but most people forget the eyes kasi nahihiya silang tumingin. Give me other body parts.
Hand gesture.
First one, your fingernails.
Fingernails.
Sabay tingin sa kuko, go ahead. Sige lang po. Now, take note ha, pag hawak-hawak nyo na ang offer sheet, hawak-hawak nyo na yung manuscript at yung kontrata, igaganyan nyo, please lang po, ingat. You will be judged. Bakit ako bibili ng 20 million condo sa'yo? Dumi-dumi ng kuko mo. You don't represent what the brand aspires for. It's not just about hygiene. It's about what? The ability to give attention to details. The ability to make time even for the smallest things. If you can't even manage these fingernails, you probably can't manage all these invoices
Documents.
and all these customer inquiries. Fingernails are one. What's the second?
Hygiene.
Hair. Very good.
Hair.
What's the third one? Trustworthiness is ranked to be based on this. Body part.
Body language.
Body part. Feet, okay. Mahirap din ng paa eh. Mahirap naman. Trustworthy ka ba? Mahirap eh. It's your teeth. Ipin. And I'm not asking you to have a pearly white smile. Request ko lang po. Just make sure na pag ngingiti kayo, walang malunggay. Na nakatingin dyan. Most importantly, there is one thing that turns off a Filipino customer in terms of sense. The sense of smell. Nothing turns off a customer but bad breath. In our culture, meron tayong madaming salita for amoy. Amoy lupa, amoy impugnan, amoy kanal, amoy chiko, amoy araw.
Amoy impyerno.
We have so many words for it because we're sensitive to smell. We take a bath twice a week. So when I talk to you, when you talk to me, make sure na hindi ko mahuhulaan na kahit alas 10 na ng gabi, ang iyong almusal ay longganisa.
God.
Okay? These things matter. Here's where I end. Dr. Angela Duckworth experimented. She said, are these determining success? She went to the National Spelling Bee of America. She went to New York Public Schools. She went to the West Point Military Academy. And interestingly, none of these directly correlated. She asked herself, well, maybe it's intelligence. But here's what data tells us. Sometimes the more intelligent you are, the more you become complacent in life. Because you think you have
Magaling
it
ka na.
all. The one thing that pushes through is what we call as grit.
Great.
Grit is the combination of passion and perseverance. You want it so bad. Just like this Nescafe commercial that says, para kanino or saan ka bumabangon tuwing umaga.
Nescafe.
And this is where you ask yourself, if you want it so bad, the person will. So you want to ask yourself, John, how do I get grit? If you're interested to watch more about grit, I would recommend this video. It's a 60 million views TED Talk by Dr. Angela Duckworth. And she says, failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a necessary condition for success to happen. I'm obsessed about Dr. Angela Duckworth because I'd like to believe, just to share a personal story, my Cinderella story in Apprentice Asia was a story of grit. I was the youngest contestant with the least amount of experience. When I entered Kuala Lumpur and Singapore to join the show, I said I wanted to win it. But when I saw my fellow competitors, nagbago objective ko. Sabi ko, Lord, at least hindi ako yung unang matatanggal ha, yun na lang. Because I thought all of my competitors were so good. But I wanted to win. And I wanted to win because I was sick and tired of those those Malaysians and Singaporeans who keep on thinking that the Filipino is just a bunch of domestic helpers and contractors.
Stupid.
It's okay to be one, but it's bad to think na yun lang yung kaya natin. Amen. The Filipino is truly world-class. So I ask now, John, madaling sabihin niya kasi yung motivational speaker na hinire namin eh. What about in those Monday mornings when I just don't want to go to work? Pag nauubusan ako ng motivation, because that can happen. Amen?
Yes.
That happens for many of us. How do you increase your motivation? And here's my quick tip. To manage your motivation is to treat motivation like a financial investment. Kunwari kung may 100 million pesos ka, anong gagawin mo doon? Para tumagal pa siya at dumami pa.
Revolving income.
And you tell this to your customers. What do you do with it?
Reinvest.
Financial Acumen 101. What is the term for someone who wants to sustain their wealth? What do you do with your money? You invest. When you invest in different instruments, what are you doing? When you're not just putting it into a bank account. You want to be liquid at a bank? Diversify. Very good. The term there is to diversify your assets. Meron ka sa savings, pero huwag mo nilagay lahat dyan. Most especially when it's earning only 0.025% traditional bank or 7% digital bank. You put it in what? Real estate, money market, pag-ibig MP2 if you want. They will also yield good investments. But the issue is this, kaya kung ginagawa yan, kasi pag may isang nawala, isang na-damage, you're not totally lost. You have other investments to lean on to. Amen? John, anong kinalaman yan sa motivation? Ganyan din po ang motivation. And if you forget anything about our talk, here's one thing I would wish that you remember. To please never anchor your life to only one person or thing.
Yes.
Because the moment that person or thing
Nawala.
goes away in your life, it's gonna be hard for you to bounce back. Amen.
Amen.
So what do? Ilagay mo po lahat ng motivation sa different basket. I can attest to this for more than a decade. The best performing real estate agents have lives outside their job. Have a wealth amount of network. So what do? Ang motivation po dapat magkakaiba. May pinagkukuhanan sa kaibigan, sa career, sa negosyo, sa travel. Para po pag yung isa na wala, what happens? You have other motivations to grab from. Look at the friends basket. Give me friends. Do you agree that we compartmentalize friends? Agree? May kaibigan na pang Samgyup. May
Yeah.
kaibigan na pang Siargao. May kaibigan na pang heartbreak. May kaibigan na pwedeng mautangan. And some of these friends do not know each other. Amen? Why? Because we know that some friends will not be available when we need them, we go to other friends. That's diversification of motivation. I also remind everyone in the room, you want to ask yourself, why am I doing this? What is this all for? Because if your only goal is to hit that target, pero wala po yung ultimate objective, you're blinded to what you need to accomplish. You ask yourself, is it for me, my family, my future? You need to be aware of that. Because if your only reason is just to earn for no reason at all, hindi ko na po your identity is not based on that Louis Vuitton bag nor that car. Because if they're taken away from you, you ask yourself, sino ka na?
Nga nga.
You base it on values, the people, the beliefs that you hold on to. I'm saying this because this is my story at Apprentice Asia. I had multiple motivations. I come from humble beginnings. My address is 1274A Madrid Extension, Mabiones, Tondo, Manila. Growing up, I lived in the slums of Tondo. Ang aming pong bahay ay kasing laki ng stage. Mas maliit ng konti. Pagbukas mo ng bintana, si Aling Conte nagbebenta ng fishball. Pagbukas mo ng pintuan, si Mang Pangling nagbebenta ng sopas. Yung sopas po niya namumula after 2 hours. Kasi may tender juicy hotdog. I lived a life when I told myself, I'm happy, but I think I can do better than this. So my mom got me into scholarships in high school, who got me scholarships into university, up until to where I am today. And my only lesson from all that journey is this. No one will take good care of your career but you.
Mm.
At hindi po tayo lahat magiging successful TikTok content creator. It's not for everyone. You have to choose your lane. You have to choose where you stand. My second source of grit was this. When I was 17 years old, I was diagnosed with a cyst on my right breast. I thought it was a pimple, only to find out that it was a cyst. Sabi ng doctor, let's do a biopsy to find out if it's benign or malignant. And that shook me for months. And I said to myself, Lord, pag ito na po ito ha, pakiplay na lang po yung song Semi-Charmed Kind of Life by Third Eye Blind, one of my favorite songs of all time. That song never got played. Good news, because that cyst was benign. But that cyst told me that if you want something so bad, you cannot afford to wait for next week, next month, or next year. Remind ko lang po kayo ha, hindi po assured na tayo po ay gigising bukas na buhay.
Mm.
That's not an assurance.
Guaranteed.
We are all banking on the high probability. So if you want something so bad, you don't wait for next week, next month, next year. You do it now. Because this might be the only opportunity that you can have. My third source of it was this. I was broken-hearted when I joined Apprentice Asia. And here's the tip. If na-broken-hearted po kayo in the future, sumali kayo sa kahit anong reality TV show.
Ni Honor.
Effective siya. Why? They will confiscate your phones, laptop, passport, money. Nakakulong ka lang sa isang hotel, lalabas ka lang kapag mag-shoot na, ibabalik ka sa room afterwards. Bawal sabihin kung ano nangyayari. So what happened? I was laser focused about the show. When I went back to Manila and I already knew I won, I realized I was able to move on because I thought of nothing but the show. And I said to myself, I want that person who broke my heart to finally see me on TV to the tune of Adele singing, "We could have had it all." And then you lost it. My motivations were multi-faceted. So request ko lang po, just like the Nescafe commercial,
Para
kailangan
kanino
ko establish yan. Para kanino or saan ka bumabangon tuwing umaga. Right? And so I'm gonna ask now, and here's where I say, John, okay, saan ko tataputin yung grit? To become gritty is to possess growth mindset. And growth mindset is the belief na kahit hindi ikaw ang pinakamagaling, even if you're not the best, remember, it doesn't stop you from being better. The same boiling water that softens the potato also hardens the egg. The same fire that melts the butter also toughens the steel. You have two options. Be the thermometer or be the thermostat.
Yes.
Be the victor or always keep on saying that you are the victim. So may I ask, in today's challenging times, because folks, it's gonna be even more challenging with the global economy ahead of us. Are we building a mindset? It is non-negotiable. The answer must be yes. And speaking of privilege and pressure kanina, this is my last slide. One of my favorite tennis players is Billie Jean King. And she says, pressure is privilege. Can you please say that out loud for me?
Pressure is privilege.
One more time, please, with more enthusiasm.
Pressure is privilege.
Folks, not everyone is in a good position as many of you are. In a post-COVID world, many people remain to be unemployed. Many people are still looking for opportunities. But here you are, opportunities looking in front of you. And so when changes happen, that is yours for the taking. Pressure is privilege. And with that, maraming salamat po for having me. I wish you all the best. Folks, I am rooting for you and I wish you conquer your dreams and ambitions for 2026.